All right, guys, we'll go ahead and get started. And it is a small group, which is great. We'll probably get through this pretty fast. I do have about a 30-minute window earmarked for this. But again, once you kind of get what you need, you're more than welcome to jump off. I'll kind of go from start to finish, what this looks like, recording with Screencastify, bringing up that slideshow that Mr. Alvarado shared with you guys, and then kind of marrying that with Screencastify to be able to record your instructional piece, okay? I did send out, or he did send out in that email, kind of a video tutorials. So if at any point you get kind of stuck in the process, I have broken down each one of these steps in that video tutorial. So you can go back and rewatch it. I am going to record this one too. I'll make it available for everybody. And I am going to host another session next week on Tuesday. So feel free to join it if you need to join it again. But I will be offering a second support session next week on Tuesday. And I think they've included that in that work week schedule, the Zoom and the password. So please be sure to share that with your department. And of course, I'll also share this link to this video too, so they can go through it at their pace. So I just want everybody to feel pretty successful. I'm gonna go ahead and start by sharing my screen, and then we'll jump over into that slideshow that Mr. Alvarado had sent. So this is your copy of the open house template. And of course, in order to be able to modify this, you have to start by going to File and make your own copy of this entire presentation, so that you can go in and you can change the names, change the slides. So that's kind of first step here, is have this slideshow copied, and it automatically saves into your drive so that you can do all the edits to each one of these slides that you want to do, okay? Outside of getting that copy, the second thing you're gonna need is to install the Screencastify extension on your Chrome browser. So if you're using an iPad, this isn't going to be an option for you. You can't use Screencastify on an iPad. For those of you that are on an iPad, you would probably want to use Explain Everything to do this with. And if you need some additional help with that, I can walk you through that process. If that's the only device that you have to do recording with, I can help you with that piece. To get the Screencastify extension, if you don't already have it installed, you're just going to open a brand new tab or browser. And all I do is just really type in Screencastify, and then I just do a Google search. And it's going to be the first link that you find when you search that word. You'll see a button here that says Add to Chrome. Mine's already been installed, so mine's grayed out. If yours is grayed out, that means you already have it and you're ready to go. But you do want to go through the process of clicking Add to Chrome. And when it is added, you're going to see this little pink arrow that appears on your Chrome browser. Okay. I had a few teachers say, well, it installed, but I can't find it up here. Like I don't have, it seems to install, but I can't find it. Sometimes this address bar is a little bit too big. So you see if mine's way out here, I only see 2. So if you kind of put your cursor here to get that double-headed arrow, you can actually drag this URL space a little bit smaller, and you'll start to see all these extensions start to pop up. So if you've lost it and you can't find it, that's usually where it is. And then of course, once it's up there, this is what you're going to use to start your recording process.
So if we added the extension to our account for school, I can work on any device that has Google Chrome. It's going to pop up with the account, or do I have to install it on each device?
Each device. Unfortunately, Northside does not have that option on. You have to install it for every device you use on the Chrome browser.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you say it hid once we added on the Chrome?
sometimes this little bar here is really big and long, and so you don't see it up here. If you will resize by just clicking and dragging, you might find that it will appear on this side.
Okay.
So try resizing that if you've lost it. And then I believe if you still can't find it, maybe because you have a bunch of things installed. Sometimes clicking on this little 3 dots, you'll find it up here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All righty. So you have your Google Slide open. You have your Screencastify installed. The next thing that you want to do when you get ready to record is kind of decide how you want to share your slideshow. I actually, when I record my slideshow, I use this present option, and that makes it full screen. But I come down here to the bottom. Do y'all see this like little kind of navigation toolbar down here at the bottom of my screen? This right here, it almost looks like a little 4 edges kind of sunk in. If I click on that, it makes my slide bigger, but I still have access to all of my buttons and tabs up here, which is what I like to do when I present. Personal preference, but it just gives me a larger slide when I present, and I really like that when I start my Screencastify. So again, I'm gonna show y'all that, how I did it. I'm gonna kind of jump up here to present. It's gonna make my slide really, really, really big, but I still need to see my tabs because I have to be able to access my extensions. So I'm going to use this little exit full screen down here on this little black toolbar, and it still allows me to present full screen, but I get my tabs back, which is what I need because I have to be able to access my extensions. When I'm ready to record, I will use and click one time on that Screencastify extension. And then this is kind of what you need to decide how you want to present. You want to make sure that your microphone is attached, and you'll see here that my microphone is attached and it's bouncing. This little bar shows me that it is picking up. And then you have the ability to turn on a webcam. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my camera in Zoom so that you can see my camera over here in Screencastify. I can't do both, unfortunately. Okay. All right, so I'm going to be ready to record. I'm going to write my script out, kind of be ready to go, because remember, we have to stay within that 5-minute window. So I want to kind of be able to get through these slides pretty quickly, have my script ready. I'm going to hit record. What's going to happen is it's going to give me a preview of my webcam if you have one. It's a great way for parents and students to see you and get to know you, because they aren't going to see you at regular open house. So we do want them to see us if possible. We're going to select the screen that we're sharing. We're going to share this screen, so you do have to click on it. And once you do that, this button will turn blue, and then we can start the recording process. So I'm going to click share. It's going to give me a countdown, 3, 2, 1. Now it's recording, and I can navigate my slideshow like I normally would if I was presenting to the kids. It's going to record my video down there at the bottom, but I'm just going to click through my presentation, talk them through anything that I might want to tell them, and you're going to navigate just like you normally do, okay? All of this stuff is pretty simple. If you need to change tabs, which is totally fine, you can change tabs and maybe show them something else. If maybe you want to have them go to a document or something else that you may want to show them, you can always have those tabs up here and then just be able to kind of flip-flop back and forth between tabs. It's still recording everything I'm doing. And when I'm ready to go back to my slideshow, I just flip-flop to the tab that I want them to see. And it's just going to continue the recording process. If at any point you need to pause the recording, maybe you're getting to a point and you think, wait, I forgot to open something. Instead of having to start over or stop the recording, Down at the bottom of your screen, you're going to find these little tools, and the pause button lives right here at the bottom. I can pause my recording and it will just kind of stop everything for the moment, and I can navigate, do whatever I need to. And when I'm ready to resume my recording, I hit that little play button and it'll start the recording process again. So it'll almost be like a seamless recording. And now I can just continue to talk and navigate my slideshow just like I normally would. And when I'm completely done with everything, I'm going to go ahead and hit that pause one more time. That just kind of, remember, I'm not quite ready to stop. I just want to make sure I've got everything done. Then I'm going to hit the square. The square says I'm done. I want this to save to my Google Drive so that I am ready to share this with the leadership team. So I'm going to hit stop. And what it's going to do is it's going to take just a moment to process, and you'll see that this tab will pop up on the screen. And you'll see, look at where it's saving it. The first time you use Screencastify, it's going to ask you to connect it to your Google Drive. You want to go ahead and go through the process to sign into the Google Drive so that it automatically saves to your drive and you don't have to do anything else to make that work, okay? I'm going to rename this. So I just click inside of there to rename it. And then when I'm ready to share this with my admin or my leadership team, I can do a couple of things. I can go here to more options. And I can change it to unlisted and send them this link if I want. Or you see here, you can open this video where it lives in your Google Drive, and you can do the sharing options like you're used to if you were going to share this like a Google Doc or a PowerPoint or a slideshow with them. So I'll click that so you can see where that goes. Okay. And then the share process works the same way, 3 dots. I'm going to click share. And then if I want to give certain people access to this, I can type in the name of the admin and I can send it to them so that they have access to my video, and then they can do with it what they need to do. Take it down from here, put it on YouTube, add it wherever they want to add it to. Okay? I'm going to cancel that out because he doesn't need access to this little video. A couple little tips and tricks. If by accident you close everything out and you need to get to that video again, and you're not sure where it is, if you go back to your little Screencastify extension, you will click on the 3 dashes and all of your recordings will be right here. So you can click on that. And there's my video. And I can open it up, be able to access it, and share it straight from my recordings. Okay. And then it also lives inside of your Google Drive. I'm going to scroll down because remember you connected it to your Google Drive. What Screencastify does is it auto creates a folder for you called Screencastify, and you'll find all your Screencastify videos in this folder too. So you'll see all my Screencastifys are inside of here, so I can open these up and send it to anybody that I need to send it to. So again, 2 ways to find it. It lives in your Google Drive under the Screencastify folder, or if you want to go to your Screencastify extension, click on the 3 dashes, it'll be here in your recording. All right. The free version allows you to record up to 5 minutes, and that fits within that time frame that they were asking that no longer than 5 minutes. So you're actually pretty good using this. Most parents are going to have to meet and greet about 5, 6, 7 different teachers. So if they are each watching a 5-minute video, that's a pretty long length of time to go through. So we do want to try and keep it short, sweet, but to the point, and that they get the information that they need to be successful. Okay. Any questions so far that you guys have?
I just wanted to ask, because I heard that you can't, but I'm not 100% sure. So if, like on my slideshow, I have a video or something on my actual slide and I press play, you can't hear that audio because I'm talking, right? You can't hear whatever's being played. It'll just show you the video, but you won't hear their video because I'm talking. Is that right?
Oh, that's a really great question. So I'm going to show you that portion. You don't want to talk over a video regardless. Okay. So if you're going to play a video, you can't talk and play a video at the same time. So I'm going to hit record so I can show you. Do you see this little check mark right here where it says share my audio? What that means is if I have that checked and I embed a video in my slideshow that I want to play, it will capture the audio for me and you can hear it. But if you're trying to compete with that while you're talking, they won't be able to hear both at the same time. It'll kind of almost muffle each other. So it's like, I'm going to go ahead and play this video. I'm going to show you this quick snippet. And then once you hit pause on that video, then you would want to pick up and start talking. So yeah, you don't want to have to compete with the video.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Do we have a prediction of the open house date?
That I do not know. I think they wanted all these ready because like I said, I'm doing another one on Tuesday. So I think the goal is to have all these videos ready by Tuesday so that that virtual open house can happen sometime during that week. But I don't know the exact date. Sorry.
Thank you.
It does say on the email that they do want the videos by the 21st.
Perfect.
Could we also use Zoom to make our video?
Yes, you can. Yep. And I know Jennifer was asking about explain everything. That's absolutely an option too. So you're kind of going back to that option 1 where if you have a video platform that you use often and you feel comfortable with, you can do that too. All right. Well, guys, I'm going to hang out here for a few more minutes. I know it was a quick session, 30 minutes. But like I said, if y'all have any questions or concerns, I did record this. I'm going to share it out along with the link for the next open house video. So you guys feel free to kind of hop off, or if you have any additional questions, I'm going to hang out here for a little bit longer and I can answer those for you.